Hey, my name is Steve, and I play drums for Go Radio.
And this is my last remaining filter on my last remaining words. It's leaving the taste of something bitter on my tongue. I'm leaving a ladder full of reasons along with a line that starts to...
It has been phenomenal. It's probably easily one of the best tours we've done. A lot of different fans coming out, Yellow Card fans at the time, the older generation I'd say. Since Masquerade came out back when I was in high school, so it's a little more older crowd. Continuing on that, since we had to move spots, it's been awesome. Definitely older generation of fans, and a lot of new fans that wouldn't necessarily listen to us maybe per se, but have been in front of us on this tour. So it's been really good.
Into a page that says you faded away.
Jason writes on a lot of different notes. Sometimes dreams, sometimes ideas, sometimes real life. Just a little bit of everything.
Too young, 'cause you're leaving.
It's nice to play at night. On Warped Tours, every day was in the hot, blistering sun. And so they made you appreciate the club tours that are inside after 5 p.m. And not having a million bands. It really made you appreciate it.
Been something short of innocent.
Absolutely. We always try to think of what our fans would enjoy, but at the same time we want to play we'll enjoy as well. So it's definitely tough to put a set list together that.
I'm still thinking of the times we should.
It kind of just stuck out as far as the songs on the record. We all liked it. It's kind of like it was a decision with us and the label that it kind of seemed to stick out to fans as well. So we thought, if fans are enjoying as much as we are, might as well do a little video for it. It was a lot of fun to do our very first video for it, so it was cool.
It's as if this.
That's a good question. It's actually an idea we had a long time ago, back when we first wrote the first EP, not first EP, but the EP Do Over Second Chances. When we wrote Goodnight Moon, and we got down to the studio, we listened to it obviously a bunch of times. Our management came to us and was like, he had this idea for a video. It's kind of like what the video was, and we just kind of built off of it. We're like, oh, it'd be cool to do this, it'd be cool to do that. We should do this, we could do this, just kind of kept going. Not thinking that we would ever actually do a video for it, but like one of those things you just kind of just sit there and you brainstorm, you go through them. And then when we decided to release the deluxe edition, and we wanted to put that one on there, because we wanted to make it we feel like it didn't get a lot of time to breathe and really live. So we feel like putting it on the deluxe is kind of fan favorite, and that's the reason we put the deluxe out, is to put extra stuff for the fans that for the Go Radio fans that want to see and want to hear that kind of stuff. But when we put that in the deluxe, the label came to us like, we can do a video for Goodnight Man if you guys want. And we were like, yes, we've got the perfect idea that we've been simmering on for about a year and a half. And so that's how it came about.
Form of trees and crawled up deep inside your head.
I'm not sure exactly who that was. It's one of the same thing. Like someone was like, oh, we should have someone riding him on a horse. And then we're like, what if they jumped off the horse onto somebody? They're like, what if we jumped off the horse into a wedding cake? And then there you go, that's how it spawned.
I left you notes on how to keep you inside.
One of our younger friends in Tallahassee, he's kind of that kind of kid. He's just very acrobatic, I guess you would say, and he kind of jumped to it. He's like, I want to do it. We're like, okay. And then our friend Fence, who actually was on the Warped Tour with us, guitar teching, he decided that he was going to be one of the cake holders. And also the girl that's holding the cake is actually Matt, our bass player's wife. So it's just kind of like the same thing, just a bunch of friends doing some fun stuff.
It's dead. If I had any other heart.
That's hard, really hard question, because every song is kind of a different story, and so to put one on there, that's tough. I don't know if I can answer that one. Don't mess up. I mean, you try not to overthink it at the same time, because when you do overthink on stage, you're like, oh, what comes next? If you start thinking like that, you start messing up. So I just try to enjoy it. I try to like, I don't know. I just try to get. There's not much going through my head. It's just like kind of like just doing it. It's just kind of on autopilot, just going. It would be. That's a really good question as well. I'd say it would be closer to like a rainbow, where it has different colors, different emotions. A lot of, every song on the new record has like a lot of different emotions, a lot of different stories. It's not like all about love. It's not all about girlfriends. It's like about religion. It's about life. It's about death. It's about just everything. So I would say that. If you don't you don't really get a lot of them. We're not that big of a band to be like, oh hey rockstar, oh look, check us out, oh is that over there? We don't get a lot of that. So I don't know if I really ever had any huge rock star moments. Maybe when I'm on stage and I'm throwing out sticks, kids are just loving me, and I'm like, yeah, you love me. Just because I'm throwing some sticks.
Exactly. Many concerts I've been to, I've never caught a drumstick.
Really?
Really.
You gotta be in that group that yells loud.
I know.
Because when I'm in it, I look around and hold them up, and I see two groups. I see whoever's yelling most, and I just try to toss it right to the middle of that group.
No.
After this, we are going to take a little break because Thanksgiving and the holidays. Not a lot of bands tour during that time, so we're going to take a break through Christmas. But we're also going to be writing, hoping to be in the studio next year to have a full length, a second full length out hopefully next year, and just a lot of touring. We'll be on the road all of next year for sure. Me personally, I think I'd like this to be remembered as like a really genuine band of sticking to what we've always loved in music and just doing what we want to do, not doing what everyone else is telling you to do, kind of thing. We also like to say we would say thank you to our fans and for sticking with us. We have an awesome fan base, and they're really genuine. They always come up to us and are just amazing. They've always stuck with us, and I just want to say thanks. And we also have the deluxe edition of Lucky Street just came out, so if you don't have it, go pick it up.
Don't go to bed yet, love. I think it's too early, and we just need.